Fight Talk 24/7. We're here in Manchester at Manchester Top Team with Kiru Singh. First of all, Kiru, thanks for taking time out to speak to us.
Oh, anytime.
First of all, I want to congratulate you to how far you've got. We met on the local scene, BMF, BFC, and a few other shows, and you're there at UFC. It's that dream, it's come true. So big shout out from us to you. A fantastic job. Well, the job's not done yet. You're going to go on to bigger and better, hopefully. So let's get straight into it, Kiru. We want to know a bit about yourself, how it started and how this journey started for you. Where did it actually start?
So I did a little bit of karate as a kid, but just nothing too much really, just like what a normal kid would do. Didn't really think too much of it. And I didn't have any real intention of being an MMA fighter or anything until I went to an MMA class at my local Sikh temple, my local Gurdwara, and it was run by Lions MMA. And from the first session, I just thought, this is sick, and I want to do this as much as I can, and I want to compete in this. And from the Sikh temple gym to the UFC, it's been a crazy ride. And then all the little other shows in between, on the regional scene, from there to fighting all over Europe, on being really the arse end of Europe, really. Wherever there was a fight, whatever Princey said, we're fighting this guy here, I'm thinking there, okay.
Let's go get it done, yeah. So, growing up, we know how it is in the Asian community. They're hot on education, get the guys, doctors, dentists, whatever. How was that going home and telling your parents you're going to be a fighter and professional fighter and take this all the way?
Yeah, I mean, even from my first fight, my parents, my dad, my parents were like, yeah, you can do it, but don't really fight. And then one day I came home with a trophy like I won. But yeah, in the Asian community, education's pushed a lot, but I don't really blame it as much from the perspective of, say, Asian parents, because they've come over from it's that immigrant mentality, coming over from a different country and having to build a whole new life and working in a factory, They think the best way out for their kids would be education, which in that time it was, but there's so many different avenues now. You can do whatever, you can work online remotely and be a cage fighter as well.
So shout out to your family, man, for obviously sticking by and helping you follow that dream. So for us, obviously now you're at UFC, you've got that first box ticked. What's next? Obviously you've got this fight coming up. Where is it, in Las Vegas or?
This one's in Macau.
Okay, so you're going to be there. Is there anything that you've changed now? I know you've been on the road to UFC and you've got this contract and you're there. Has anything changed in your mindset or the training that you do, or are you just the same old Kiru Singh, just doing a bit?
Well, this fight's for the actual contract although it is on the UFC card, it's the final. So after this one, there's a nice fight UFC contract there. And I'd say what's been differently in this fight camp would just be the preparation for this opponent. We've seen him fight on the last show in the Apex when I was fighting as well. I watched that live. I'm just really, whatever Prince is kind of saying game plan wise, I'm leaving that to him, and we're just working them things in the camp, and it's going well so far. So hopefully you get that and you go out there guns blazing and you get the win and you do. So with that comes a lot of pressure. All eyes are on you. First of all, obviously, local Sikh community, the Punjab community, and then the wider community, the Asian community. Then in Huddersfield, whoever it is, it's a multicultural place. You got Leeds, you got Bradford close by. Manchester will be following you. Obviously, you got a lot of support from Manchester as well. With that comes a lot of added pressure. You've got Laron in here, you've got other people. You have to act a certain way. And for me, obviously, we work with the communities, trying to get people off the streets into the gym and channel that energy. So have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought that, look, there's going to be a young guy maybe in the temple or my local street, or the guy from the mosque, or whatever he is in your community, and he might be thinking, I've got this dream. Have you ever thought about what you're going to be doing and try to help these people in your community? Say like there's in like events where we go to where like say I'd be somewhat of like some kind of special guest and that I will get people coming up to me like, you know, you've inspired me to start training and that, you know, for me it's massive really. I never thought I'd be inspiring people out here really. I just done it because I like doing it. But then me looking at my journey, I was also inspired by, you know, the Asian boxers like Prince Naz and even just some of the apnea that were on the scene as I was fighting. I'd look at them like, you know, if this guy can do it, I can do it as well.
Yeah, definitely. And have you got a message for the young guys that are out there in your community or the wider community about following that dream and chasing that dream?
You know what? We're in an era where there's so many different avenues to for a career. I'd say do whatever you enjoy, and you know you can make a career out of it. Like myself, you know, I just went to my local classes in MMA, and now I'm like a professional fighter, man. And you just gotta believe. That's the only thing.
Yeah, believe it. We spoke off camera, and I always say, dreams without effort are nothing. And you've clearly put the effort in. You're here every day. I spoke to you yesterday. You said you're going today. I'm guessing you'll be here all week.
Yeah.
Every day.
We have 1 day off.
Oh, 1 day off.
Just for the rest and recovery.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Look, for me, obviously, it's good to have people like you in our community that are inspiring people to, like you say, you don't have to become a doctor or whatever, and you know, like the old traditional Asian thing. You can pick any sport. You can be a swimmer. You can fucking, I don't know. People are making money off of Fortnite now. I'm not saying go out because I hate people that sit there and do nothing and play computer games. I hate it with a passion, but you can do anything, right? And you've done that, and you're a clear example of if you put effort in, you can achieve it. So, like I say, hats off to your family first of all for raising a child like yourself, and now you've become a young man that's fucking following his dream and getting there. But onto the meaty stuff, have you got any words for your opponent, or have you got any predictions on this fight?
Oh, you know what? This is all I'm predicting is I'm looking to get one of them fight of the night, performance of the night, knockout of the night bonuses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I hope you do. I hope you do, man. Because that's what we want. Obviously, we want to inspire people, but at the same time, we want to get that out. Show your personality as well out there. And off camera, like we spoke quite a bit. So I was thinking,
you know what? I get that knockout.
Yeah.
And that check, I might start busting out some pungra in that cage.
Oh, do you know what? I think it was on a London event or something. You came out, I'm sure it's the video of you, right? Or is it your brother or someone? And they come out and someone's got the doll. And
Nah, you know what?
I thought respect to you, man. You're still holding that heritage.
No,
how
man,
was that? You just take them with every show?
Bro, there've been a lot on the UK scene where I've done that a lot. Like we've been entertaining the UK scene for years with them walkouts, and even in Italy, I was expecting to get booed by a bunch of Italians, and that like I was. But I walked out with 2 Dollies. I managed to get 2 Italian Dollies, and they were all cheering. I was thinking, fucking hell. And then even in that fight, so I lost the first round in that fight, and then Princey just told me to stick it on him. And then like midway between that round, I think I got up from a takedown, and I just hear the Dollies playing mid-fight. And I'm thinking, yo, and I just start banging the guy even more, and they start playing the doll, and then even like the crowd was just loving it, cheering. So I managed to win over like a hostile Italian crowd with the Dollies.
So do we expect that in your next fight, or what? Should we start putting it out on the gram and start messaging people? Listen, local guys,
local Dollies in Macau, you know, where you at?
Yeah, listen, if you're out there, if you see this interview, man, you need to hook this brother up and walk out, man. I think it'll be crazy.
So like I fought in Scotland on the Scottish Hit Squad's home show. I fought one of their guys. Fights on Cage Warriors now, if I remember the name. Igor Wojtas, I fought Igor Wojtas on them lot's home show. Hollytown Havoc, and this was after the Italian fight, so some of the lads in here and Princey were still buzzing about the Dollies because they kind of didn't expect it. They've not seen it. They've not like walked out as I had seen that much of a buzz. Because even like I said, the Italians were loving it. One of the Italian fighters gone to the Dollies. Can you walk me out as well? It was like, and so I thought I'll do a little bit different for Scotland, I thought we can switch it up a little bit. So I had one guy with a bagpipe and one dolly when I walked out in Scotland. And you know, I remember Paul Craig. So after I walked out, he's come to the cage like, this is fucking amazing. I'm gonna do it for my next fight.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. And the best thing about it is you're holding on to your heritage.
Yeah.
You know, from Punjab and the Sikh community, they love all that, and they love a good old party anyway. And I think that's fantastic because it shows that you're British. You're British Punjabi. And moving on to that, I was searching, just trying to research a bit about yourself, and I see a lot of love coming from India as well. Like, you know, you're starting to build that name in India as well. A lot of people see that in India. Obviously, we had the first UFC, I can't remember his name. He was Indian, wasn't he?
Anshul Jubilee.
Yeah. And obviously you're not going to get, but you're the first British Indian Punjabi to do that. So that's a thing, and you're getting a lot of love from India. I don't know if you've noticed that.
A lot from Punjab, man.
Yeah.
And even from like Pakistan as well, you know, you see the flags coming in, like, you know, and thinking, fucking hell.
No, it's good. Look, like I say, for me, you could be from anywhere as long as you're a nice person and God's given you that opportunity. Use it wisely for me, and use it to motivate as well as lift your own family, your family name, and yourself as a person. Because if you carry on like the way you are, you'll reach highs, man. You'll reach really high levels, and all the best from us, man. I hope you do, and you have a prosperous career in the fight game, man. I know it's not the easiest to be a fighter because you come home with, I don't know, bust lips and broken noses and all of that, but hopefully. So have you got any words for your friends, your family, or your community?
You know, tune in on the 23rd of November. Spark out Dun Hung Choi.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Well, look, thanks for taking time out. Appreciate it, and hopefully as you grow, we'll grow with you.